أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, my name's Abdul Karim and I'm here to talk to you about focusing during your salat. Now it's very important to focus during a salat. Now oftentimes when you're like new to Islam or when you are, just sleepy or anything like that, or maybe you're just still awake, you have like some energy drinks, you're like, ooh, and you're trying to do your salat and your mind's going everywhere. Right, so this is about the topic of the salat. Now, we're just going to begin with shortly why salat is so important. Now, if you think about it, all the revelations and everything came down, right? They came from Allah down to man, down to the prophets, and then down to man. So 3 stages, they came down, right? Everything trickles down. But the one thing that went up, right? They were taken, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they took him up to Jannah. That's where he was given the Muslims Ummah should pray, to do salah. That's when he was given the command. And it was written that we'd have 50, it's written in the hadith that it would have 50, and we all know the story. It whittled down to 5, and then eventually we all found out that it was going to be 5 anyway. But that's in a whole other story. So you see the importance of salah, that everything else came down. But the one thing where a human being, Muhammad, peace be upon him, was taken up is the salah. So, just to use that as an example, how important it is. So I've established that, and we're going to go any more on about that. But we're going to get into how to focus during your salat. Because a lot of times, you're there and your brain is going about and you're moving. Sometimes you see people, they're like this, and they're like this, they're swaying on the spot. Just try, right? Just today, next time you feel itchy on your nose and you go like this, just realize, because sometimes you just go like that without even thinking. You're just itching your nose and you're like, oh, what am I doing? Right? So next time, just keep your hands down. If your hands go up, just go. If you find yourself doing it, the moment you realize, keep your hands down. And then next time you'll find that you're less likely to do it. Also, when you're doing salat, and this can be done in 2 ways, but let's say with your eyes open. Find a spot. It could be a dot on the prayer mat, because there's usually dots around, be like a little square or something, but something small, like a small dot. You find that dot and you focus on it. That would be your point. It's like, that dot is mine. It doesn't have to be the same dot every time. Just wherever your eye happens to fall. Obviously, you can't have it like down here and go like, because firstly that looks weird and it's really distracting. But some dot that's in the general direction, not like on the ceiling, on the walls, just a dot down there. Roughly where you're going to put your head. But anyway, don't stress about this. Just find the dot and look at it, And make sure it's in front of you, please. Don't just feel like, anyway. So, continuing on from that, another way of actually helping with this focus, because focusing on a dot is actually great for focusing in real life. So if, let's say you're at work, let's say you work in a call center and it's a slow day, there's not a lot of calls. I want you to go and, take a piece of paper and put a dot on it, right? And now I want you to put that up on the board somewhere. And just stare at the dot. Whenever you got like free moments, I don't need to be like staring at it when you're doing something. Obviously, like driving, you're staring at this dot. It's like, what's wrong with you? But do it when you're, doing something that that you have a moment, basically. You can even do it while you're like taking lunch, because your hands will deal with what to do with your food, unless you're like chopping up stuff, obviously, then look at what you're doing. But if you're eating food, you can eat the food with your hands and you pretty much know what to do, but you can keep your eye focused on a dot. It'll improve your focus in life, and it'll improve your focus, more importantly, on salah. So the other point is that sometimes people find that their brain becomes unfocused when they have the eyes open. So do the opposite, close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine a dot. Right? It works differently for some people. Some people, their eyes open, their mind is clear. Some people, their eyes open, it's like chatter in their mind. So close your eyes or open your eyes, whichever works for you, and focus on one point. Also, another point that I find helps is to imagine that Allah is watching you, right? Try not to like give Allah a human form or anything, but just imagine that there's like someone watching you from above, and that's Allah, right? And try to focus your prayer towards them. So what you could do is you could imagine, like, let's say imagine the words that are coming out of your mouth, their energy, and it's flowing in Allah's direction. So you're focusing your prayer towards Allah. Or you could just like have Allah in your mind, or the Kaaba in your mind, and just be praying towards that. Now remember, as Muslims, we don't worship the Kaaba, we just pray in that direction. But you know, just have something in your mind. It doesn't have to be an image. Some people are very touch sensitive, and that's the way they think. But generally, just have like an image in your mind and pray towards that. Obviously, if it's something bad, you know, you got to pray towards Allah, nothing else. Can't be praying towards a goat or something. That's weird and wrong. But you know, focus on Allah, whatever this image may be in your mind. You know, some people, as humans, we can't really help it at times. We're going to get an image of something. So just focus and pray in that direction. Another way of having focus is that you can just focus on the words that you're saying. Learn the meaning for the words that you're saying. So, you know, you can't just be saying some words in Arabic and you're like, what do they mean? I don't know. You gotta learn what they mean, brothers and sisters. So learn what they mean in Arabic. Learn the meanings and then say the surahs. You know, say the Salah, but know what they're saying. You know, you gotta learn what you're saying. You know, learning, being a Muslim is not just about reading the Quran and not having a clue what it says. You gotta know what it's saying. It's such an important message. If you, brothers and sisters, on the side point, just quickly, just to finish this whole topic, if you're learning the Quran and you have no idea what you're saying, you're missing out on a huge chunk of your life. So please, brothers and sisters, embrace Islam wholeheartedly. Please focus on your Salah. It's very important, right? And also, like, sometimes your mind's going to wander. Don't beat yourself up on it. It's one of the tricks of the devil. He likes to make you feel like you're going to hell. Because his idea is, if you're going to hell, might as well give up. That's what he's going to try to tell you. So just ignore it. Like, if, let's say for a moment, your mind gets sidetracked. It's only, like, say, 1 or 2% of your Salah, your mind gets sidetracked, right? Just go straight back to the topic. Because it's going to happen at first. Your mind's just going to drift, and you're going to get back. You're going to drift and you're going to get back. Just keep at it, and eventually one day, 5 years from now, you'll focus properly and you'll come back and go, oh, I remember that time I used to get distracted. So may Allah bless all of you, and hopefully you find this inspirational. Please, as always, subscribe in the link below and let me know if I've done a good job or if I missed something. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you. Say Ameen. Ameen.